Hi YouTube, Chris here. I think it's time for conservatives to ditch the Mitch. I don't understand. Well, I think they're finally seeing that what Mitch is truly about, and that's for himself and not for American people. It's pretty obvious. I think he has no interest in anything but his own interests. He looks evil. I don't think he has a soul. He's been in politics way too long, and he needs to go. And I think it's about time people have seen this, especially conservatives. I think they're the most easily accepting of their own, party, when it comes to this, unless it's something blatant like blocking the $2,000 COVID relief for the American people. And something that blatant, basically triggering all these conservatives and finally seeing how bad Mitch is. So, I think it's in their best interest for the GOP to ditch Mitch, because it's just going to look bad if they keep this. And it's going to look bad on them, because already Trump supporters are already kind of ditching the Republican Party in general. And the news media too. Like Fox News, they're ditching Fox News. They're gonna ditch the Republican Party in favor of, more Trump, Trump candidates and stuff like that. I think Mitch McConnell really needs, I think Mitch McConnell is planning on probably trying to do this in his favor, and I don't think it's going to work, because he already pissed off a lot of people for blocking this bill to begin with. But I think he's trying to win back Trump, because I heard he wants to put it in another bill which attacks tech companies and how they do their speech and stuff like that. So maybe he's trying to I have a different strategy. I'm going to try to win Trump back. Or in a way Trump is still a part of the Republican Party. We're still united under Trump and stuff like that. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if Trump supporters are going to believe it, especially after what he's done. So who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be like a wait and see type of thing here, where we're just going to wait and see what Mitch McConnell does this week or even next week or for however long, to see what he's planning on doing. But it's pretty clear that he's only looking out for his self-interest, and maybe his survival is the GOP party. But I really don't know his intentions, Mitch. But I just know that they're not good intentions. And they're definitely not good intentions for the American people and for their own party, really. Especially since, this big gap between Trump supporters and the GOP have become more apparent. Especially on sites like Parler and even on Facebook. All these conservatives who are Trump supporters are just dogging on these establishment Republicans. And I think we're going to continue seeing this until either the GOP wins back these Trump supporters, or the Republicans just keep screwing themselves, and their party just splits open. But that's all I really have to say about Mitch and the Republican Party. Honestly, I think the whole entire American people need to ditch the Mitch. Today, tonight, or whenever. But he needs to go.